key for the main door. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Get out of here!
Huh?
You're putting us all in danger. You are death!
Leave me alone.
It's the curse. The curse! It's gonna get you!
Get out of here.
Death! I told him.
Great. So I'm deaf. That's the only piece of information I've picked up on this trip so far. And now, back to the hotel? Or is there anything else for me to find out here? The stall's shut up. Tom also said that in the evenings he had to look after the pub. That's the bum who grabbed me at the museum. Poor crazy loser. Brain's probably totally picked. Hey! What's all that supposed to be at the museum? Hey! You know me?
You are the Antichrist.
Yeah, and you're just a little soft in the head, right?
You can't deny it. It's in you. It's in your veins, in your heart, in your head.
What's in me?
The evil spirit.
Oh, that's enough. Your head is full of crap, marinated in alcohol.
Can you feel it? The menace? The evil?
Oh, get off. I've got nothing more to say to the guy, and he just repeats the same thing anyway. You're the devil, you're the devil. I've got nothing more to say to the... The pub looks anything other than promising. If I... A map of the surrounding district. Looks like the places where the murders took place are marked on it, too. If I remember correctly, darts was invented here in England. Or was it Ireland? The Brits seem to have a talent for coming up with all these weird games and sports. Golf, billiards, soccer, darts, and all those crazy horse sports. At first glance, it looks like there's plenty of alcohol. Look closer and you can see that nearly all the bottles are empty. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom's his own best customer. Mainly English, Scottish, and Irish specialties. Whiskey, gin, and so on. Well, I'm no beer glass expert, but these glasses don't look all that British. I've seen glasses like that in pictures of the Munich Beer Festival. Maybe Tom likes German beer. And likes to serve it German style, too. Ugh, one full ashtray. Tom seems to have another hobby, apart from drinking. Photos of famous celebs who visited the pub. Impressive. Even the Lord Mayor's been here. A pinball table. Like everything else around here, looks a bit secondhand. Now let's see. High score. First place, Tom. Second place, Tom. And so on. Ninth place, Vic. Interesting. Have you seen anything else interesting?
Yes, we were allowed to look at the castle today. That was really great. The ruins are totally creepy.
But the chili we ate was even better. It was the most delicious I've ever eaten. The trip was worth it for that alone.
Oh, I should try that too. Did you see the ghost?
There are no ghosts. We searched the castle thoroughly.
At least the garden.
No ghosts.
I thought so. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
I wouldn't know what to talk about with these two. I don't feel any need to talk to the guy. He looks like he's his own best customer. I reckon that's a fact. I don't know what I could ask him at the moment. In the museum, Bobby seemed all proud and content. But here, he looks pretty sad. Sort of down and listless. Oh, hello, Miss Valley. It's a small world.
Darren, nice to... yes, who'd have thought it?
Is everything all right?
Me? Yes, why? I mean, why not?
You seem a bit nervous.
Oh, no, I'm just with Murray about... I just see ghosts. It's just the 12 years, you understand.
No.
And how could you? You aren't... I mean, every 12 years... Every 12 years, something terrible happens. In the village, in the castle, in the forest. Dreadful things.
Miss Valley, can I somehow...
Oh, oh no, please excuse me. It's just that a lot has happened recently, and I thought... Never mind.
No. What did you think? And what's it got to do with this 12-year cycle?
It's got nothing to do with you, fortunately. I have to go.
Miss Valley, What's wrong with her? She seems to have some serious problems. But so have I. Still no trace of Angelina. Perhaps I'll get some brilliant idea tonight. Good evening, Murray. What have you got there?
A letter for your friend.
A letter for Angelina? Unlikely. Who knew that she was here?
But that's what's written on it. Miss Angelina Morgan, Gordon's Palace. It was posted somewhere very close to here. Yesterday, I would assume.
Will you give me the letter? It could be important.
Indeed, it could. Important for Miss Morgan.
Give me the damn letter. I got it.
You've got to restrain yourself, young man. This letter is addressed to Miss Morgan. And I'm not going to breach the sanctity of the post to—
Murray! Angelina has been missing since yesterday. No one in the village has seen her. Maybe she's been kidnapped. Have you considered that?
Perhaps she's on a day trip and doesn't want anything more to do with you. Have you considered that? I must think of the hotel's reputation. I'm not going to give you the letter.
But...
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Thank you. You've done enough already. There goes my night's rest. I've got to have that letter. It's gonna move things on. I can feel it. I'd rather chop my hand off than bite it. Okay, I've got two problems. How do I get to the lockboxes without Murray stopping me? And how do I open the box with Angelina's letter in it? Okay, I've got two I can't do a thing with the other postcards. It's already bad enough that I've been supporting Murray in his rip-off business by buying the map. Murray sure enjoys his cup of tea in the evenings. He really seems to like the taste. He's always sipping at it. A small, brownish bottle of a liquid sleeping preparation. 3 drops from dropping off. That's only possible when Murray isn't looking. That's it. Sweet dreams.
Can I help you?
No. No thank you. I'm tired and I'm gonna go to bed now.
Very well.
I'll give him a couple of minutes. Excellent. He's fast asleep. I've got my own room key, and I've got Angelina's too. I shouldn't think I'm gonna need any more of these hotel keys. Apart from me, nobody's checked in today. Apart from me, nobody. Okay, Murray's asleep. Now I can get to the boxes. But without a key or a lock-picking tool or something like it, I'm not going to be able to open the box with Angelina's letter in it. And I don't want to go looking for the key in Murray's pockets. He'd notice that and would hand me over to the cops right away. locked up. Good evening, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
Tell me, these things that you had to help your brother with.
I don't do that anymore.
It's all right, Bobby. You don't want to do anything illegal, but I have to crack a lock and I don't know how.
I don't know how either. Tom knows that kind of thing. I only kept watch and carried things.
All right then. I'll ask Tom.
Tom shouldn't do bad things anymore either. I'm earning money now as well.
Don't worry. I won't ask him to do anything illegal. Tom!
Huh?
I need to open a locked cupboard. Could you help me with that?
Me? What makes you think that?
Bobby said something.
The fat idiot ought to keep his gob shut.
Now then, can you help me out?
Call a locksmith. You can buy drink from me, nothing else.
Let's have a beer, Tom.
Sure, if you're paying for them both. Just 'cause I own the place doesn't mean I drink for free.
Sure, that's a no-brainer.
What's up? Why aren't you drinking?
I'm not so fat.
Haha, Yanks, can't handle proper beer, eh?
Tom, you didn't want to have a drink today.
Shut your gobs, Backo.
You're supposed to be real handy, so I've heard.
There's something in that. My dad had a workshop. I used to help him a lot. I was already tuning mopeds even at 10 years old.
Really? I've got 2 left hands. I can't even crack a simple lock.
Nice try. But I'm not that boozed up. And I'm not an idiot like him over there.
Why don't you have yourself another beer? It's on me.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Please don't.
Now tell me, Tom, just theoretically speaking, how could I crack a lock in an old safe?
They're not so easy to crack. For a start, you need the right tool.
And that would be...
A lock-picking tool.
Aha. And only theoretically speaking, I could get one of those from you?
Do you think I'm a burglar?
I think you'll want the 50 pounds that I'll give you for it.
Get out of it. Go on. Off with your mate, Bobby. You make a lovely couple. A right pair of tots.
70 pounds?
I want 200 quid.
I haven't got that much.
Loser. Then you're not getting that too. You're all losers. Just using me.
I'd like to bet you couldn't drink 3 pints back to back.
You pay, I'll prove I can.
Okay. Go.
There you are.
I somehow suspected that wouldn't be a problem for you. Are you a burglar, Tom?
What bollocks? It's all lies. You don't get decent people stealing.
Exactly. Then you also don't need a lock-picking tool then, do you, Tom?
Peace off, you wanker! Get out! Give me some peace! Off you go! And take that idiot with you too.
I'm only going once you've given me that tool. Here, 50 pounds, and I'll bring it back to you.
It's not my fault, you know. It's Bobby. If he wasn't like he is, things would be better. They all left me on my own. They only left me that animal. How could a decent person get on like that, with such a millstone around their neck?
The tool, Tom?
Not by fault.
I'll take him home.
I'm really sorry, Bobby.
It's okay, Darren.
I feel like the world's biggest asshole. That's it. The lock's open. That's it. A letter addressed to Angelina Morgan. Oh, you'd better be worth it. I bet I could also open the other lockboxes. But I've got what I want, and I'm not a hotel thief. At least, not a full-time one. A sealed letter. Angelina's name's on it. It was posted yesterday. Locally around here. I ought to read it. It could get me somewhere. Let's see. If anyone's reading this, then something's gone wrong.
My name is Angelina Morgan, and I'm gathering information about Black Mirror Castle, the Gordon family, and a secret society. I feel under threat and am being followed by a man called Reginald Boris. Please contact the police and Darren Michaels in Biddeford, Maine, USA for further information. I've heard scratching noises coming from beneath my room. I'm scared. I have discovered a space under the floor and was able to decipher the code. The solution was known by two storytelling brothers from Germany, GFT 62 17 1 25. I'm going to throw in this letter and ask Murray for another room. Darren, if you're reading this letter, I've really tried, so I'd like to thank you here for your help. I love you.
she... No. I would break down if anything happened to her. Noises under her room. Reginald Boris creeping about the hotel. 2 storytelling brothers. How was that again? 2 storytelling brothers from Germany. And here's a book. Grimm's Fairy Tales. That's gotta be it. There are 15 selected fairy tales in the contents. The Frog King or Iron Henry. Huh. GFT 12, Rapunzel. And so on up to GFT 187. That's exactly what's in Angelina's letter. GFT and then a few numbers. I'll take the contents page with me. Shame about the book, but nobody would have read it in the next 100 years anyway. Let's see. That's it. I heard a quiet click. There's just one single match in the box.
You can't be serious.
He's fast asleep, like a baby.
Hey, my man.
Wake up.
How? What?
Nah, it's about time.
What can I do for you?
We want another room.
The whole corridor stinks of sewage.
Of course.
I'd rather chop my hand off than buy... I've heard that the ghost of Samuel Gordon has apparently been repeatedly sighted in the castle.
That's true. During the bad storm 2 weeks ago, Joseph, the homeless chap, came to me and begged me to let him stay here. He said he'd seen Samuel's ghost behind one of the castle windows. A harrowing face. He thought he would die. That's probably the real reason that no tourists come here anymore.
Yeah, sure. It's got nothing to do with the fact that Willow Creek's got nothing to offer but a couple of cheap plastic corpses. Thanks for the chat, Murray.
My pleasure.
And what's this thing supposed to be? Lights up in 3 different colors. Oh, a disgusting stench. That's gotta be the sewers. Or a hole that's being used as a sewer. It's pitch black. I can't tell how deep it is, but I think I have to go down there. Angelina's being held prisoner there somewhere. I know it. I need some light. Without a light, there's a good chance it'll be me who gets injured and needs rescuing. A higher chance than me finding and saving Angelina. There's just one single match. Lights up in 3 different colors. Oh man, I hate to buy this thing, but I need light, and I need it now.
An excellent choice, sir. A tribute to your good taste.
Just shut it. The batteries fit, and I've got light. So, let's go down into the underground. A light-up soul key made of plastic. My shining light in the gloomy night. It really is the sewers. Pretty ancient for sure. More than 100 years old. I can see water. And there's some steps in the wall. Oh man, this is not an inviting place. There's an iron ladder on the wall. I ought to be somewhere under the car park or thereabouts. There's a metal cover at the top of the ladder. It's not gonna move an inch. Don't exactly know what all these grates are for. Maybe they're here to stop all the big pieces of floats in. Or they're here to stop folks breaking into houses from the drains. I don't exactly know what all these grates are for. I hate rats. No way I'm putting my hand in there. A piece of timber about 1.5 feet long. I've already just been here. I think I've gone round in a circle. That stinks. Stinks. It stinks especially bad in this section. Now I'm in the same section of the tunnel I've just been in. It stinks especially. Hey, there's a metal bar on the wall. I'm taking it with me. You just never know. seems to be holding. A real dream. Angelina will be able to tell from 100 yards off that I'm coming to her rescue. If Angelina is here, then she's definitely got to be on this side of the grate. Which goes off downwards at an angle and hangs here. That's a piece of fabric. Could be from a blouse. And it doesn't look like it's been hanging all that long. I hope it's not Angelina's. But whose else could it be? The pipe leads steeply downwards. I can't see where it ends. It's big enough to climb into. Now, is she down there? Angelina! Angelina! Nothing. Pretty sure that that's from Angelina's blouse. Here's some blood. Oh, hell. It stinks especially bad in this section. It stinks especially bad in this section. I just hope that the pipe doesn't get any narrower down there, and that I can't find a way back outside. Damn slippery, as though somebody had greased the pipe with... Ah! Ah! Oh! Damn. As if someone has put oil all over the pipe. The stupid soul key is cracked. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. I've still got the camera. The flash might help. That's definitely no longer the sewer. But what's that here? It almost looks like a bunker. Or a prison? There's something like a metal door here. Some kind of handle. But the door won't open. That's... It feels like rough fabric, but much heavier. And it's very long. A hose. A metal thing. A bucket. There's something slimy in it. Oil. Stale, old oil. There's something very cold lying here. Metal. A pole or a tube. It really is a tube. About 18 inches long and quite heavy. The piece is much too small. I can't even get it wrapped around it. The sparkler will perhaps burn a bit longer than the match, but most definitely not long enough for me to get myself out of here. That's the soul key, or what's left of it. It's shattered into lots of little pieces. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do with that. What's that? Something soft. A cloth. I've got it. I'll wrap the rag around the bar and wedge it in a bit in the opening. Yeah, that ought to hold it. I'll dip my homemade torch in the oil. So, it's drenched in oil. I'll stick it here in the wall. I don't really want hot oil running over my fingers. Here we go. My last match. Very good. Two huge metal tanks, perhaps for fuel or oil. Could also be water tanks. There really is oil on the floor of the pipe, presumably the same as in the bucket. I'm not gonna get up this slippery pipe like this. I don't want to go up there before I found Angelina anyway. There really is oil on the floor of the pipe. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do with that. Some kind of oversized tap. There's a connector for a hose on it. Even with the light on, it looks like a hose. Even with the light on, it looks like... Huh. It seems to be normal water. A few loose wires are hanging out of the box. Looks as though they've been pulled out on purpose. I'll stick them in again. A kind of switchboard with a handful of switches and fuses. A kind of switchboard. No wonder I couldn't open the door in the dark. It's been blocked with a pole. And it's a sliding door. The metal rails on the wall and floor give that away. That would suggest that I'm in some kind of a bunker. They're usually sliding doors in bunkers because you can still open them after an explosion. Of course, the door won't open with that there. I'll take it out of the way. The door isn't that easy to open. Perhaps I can open the door with that. So let's see. Oh, there's even a light switch. This one here must be the switch for the door. The label makes it somewhat easier. You see? It works. A big, dark room and bars. I can hardly make anything out.
We've been expecting you, Darren.
What is this? Who are you?
One day, you will be our guest.
What are you gonna do? What have you done with Angelina? No. No!
I'm going now. By the way, escape is impossible. This is an old Second World War bunker. There are meter-thick concrete walls, steel, and rock between you and freedom. We'll come for you in a few days, Darren. I wish you a pleasant stay.
Damn it! What do you want from me? Why did you have to use Angelina as bait? Why her? I'm gonna find you. Ugh.
Huge padlock, quite old with a large keyhole. It's still very strong, even though it's old. I won't be able to break it open. I could use a welding torch right now, or... welding powder. It's a mixture of iron oxide and aluminum powder. That stuff burns at almost 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit and can easily melt iron. And iron oxide is in rust. There's enough of that here. Locked. Locked. A camping stove. Presumably I'm supposed to heat up my food with it. I'll leave it there. If I need to warm something up or ignite something, then I can do it here. It seems they don't want to let me go thirsty. Huh. That's about 3 gallons. If you need around half a gallon a day, that means they want to keep me waiting here for no more than 6 days. Great. Looks like a screwdriver. What's that doing here? It won't budge an inch. Tinned food, various soups, apricots, beans. I don't intend to stay down here long enough to eat all this. A chain that's about 2 yards long. That's one of those things you can light gas with. The metal part is rubbed with a kind of flint and then makes sparks. Looks like ready meals in aluminum trays. That's not the kind you'd get in the supermarket. Looks more like it's a to-go tray. I'll just take one. The iron bars are covered in rust. I still can't move them. If that would work, then there's no way they would have left the screwdriver lying here. Good. I hope I can get enough rust off here. I've collected the powder on the pages of the storybook. Yeah, that should be enough. Apart from the fact that I've seriously lost my appetite, I don't really fancy a picnic in this cozy underground cell. Right. I'll carefully scrape the aluminum off with the knife. Now this could take a while. Alright, I've mixed the aluminum powder with the powdered rust. It's sure not the greatest welding powder, but it ought to do for the lock. That's it. The welding powder's in the lock. I could be here a while. A few sparks aren't enough to ignite welding powder. I need to ignite the gas first. A cheap camping table with a chair. I guess this is supposed to be the comfortable corner of my jail? There's plastic cutlery on the table. You can't do anything with it, not even eat properly. I'll leave it there. If I need to warm something up or ignite... I shouldn't let the flame burn too long. Who knows how long the gas will last. Good. It's lit. I'll have to hurry up. It's not gonna burn forever. All right then. Real careful now. It's really evil stuff. The wicked thing is, it can burn without oxygen. That means you can't put it out with sand, for example. And if you pour water on it, the water is broken down by the heat, creating oxygen, or hydrogen, or 𝘾𝙤𝙤𝙧, explosive gas. Everything explodes and superheated droplets fly everywhere. There's been some serious accidents. So it's not really something to try at home. But this was an emergency. put the light on first. That was easy. That's, no idea what that is. It says here that it's a rubber dinghy with a built-in compressed air capsule. You pull the ripcord and the dinghy inflates within seconds. Phew. It must have been the cutting edge of technology back then. An old box. Let's see. Magnesium flares. I'll take them. Magnesium flares light up very brightly and can also burn underwater. Divers use them when they're way down deep, where normal lamps won't work. The metal door closed behind me when the guy pulled one of these levers. A hose. Quite thick. The kind that firefighters use. Oh, crap. I know I'm gonna regret this. Oh my God. Angelina's pursuer. Reginald Boris. He's been stabbed to death. Perhaps I'll find some clues to what happened to Angelina.
Don't let it happen. You have to stop the evil.
God damn it! This can't be for real. This can't be for real. Is that in his breast pocket? Oh, gee, looting a corpse. Just what I needed. But if it helps Angelina... Okay, I've just gotta do it. Sounds like a poem. But this is just half of it. The paper's torn. Days be done, Gordon's son, hanging long and grow, the light end in sight. I have no idea what that means, but I'll take the paper. And there's something else. Insulation tape. That's it. Luckily, there's nothing else here. The metal locker must be about 50 years old, like most things here. I'm surprised that everything is kept so well. The thick walls probably keep things preserved. There's a box. These are cables with igniters, presumably for dynamite. I'll take one of the cables with me. I don't need any more cable at the moment. The metal locker must be about 50 years old. What have we got here? Whoa, a stick of dynamite. Does 50-year-old dynamite still work? Or does it work too well and explode in my hands? The cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this compressor. It's seen better days, but it's not fit for the junkyard just yet. The cylinder of compressed air would have been refilled using this compressor. The people who were living in this bunker seem to have left half of their things behind. There are bottles, boards, crates, pipe fittings, cardboard boxes, all kinds of things. Boards, a broken lamp, and an old-fashioned detonating device. It's for detonating explosives, like the ones they used to use in quarries and mines. You turn the crank handle to build up an electric charge. When you press the button, it fires an igniter cap at the end of the wire. It's for detonating explosives, like the ones they used to use in quarries and mines. You turn the crank... I'll put the light on first. A pressure hatch like the ones you see in submarine movies. Looks old, but isn't rusty yet. Let's see... There's not much to see. Oh, it smells like stagnant water and rust. This could be some kind of water storage or tank or something. The door is bolted from outside. It's a huge armored door. I can't break something like this open. I'll have to look for another way. The door is bolted from outside. I'll have to look for another way. The crate looks pretty rickety. Won't be long before it falls apart. Can't see nothing of interest. Let's see. Aha! I don't see any reason to close the door. I'll leave it open so there's a way for me to get back. I guess it's been lying around here for years. It probably won't last much longer. That wouldn't get me anywhere. The hose would only just reach beyond the cell. What am I gonna achieve with that? A fire hose with metal connectors at both ends. Not exactly light. The metal connectors at both ends are heavy enough on their own. That wouldn't get me anywhere. The hose would only just reach beyond the cell. Okay. All right then. I'll leave the other stick here for now. I don't want to push my luck. Absolutely no way. These kind of doors are specifically built to withstand explosions. It would be useless. The wall here seems to have been repaired, for whatever reason. These pieces broke off the concrete girder. A concrete girder. It's almost directly above the hatch. Hopefully the floor up there doesn't cave in when I walk on it, but I think it'll support me even without the girder. What a disgusting brew. There's a pair of gloves and a wrench. I'll take them both with me. A hatch. It leads back downwards, but that could be my way to freedom. It's not moving. The hatch is very rusty. Probably because of the water down here. You know, sometimes the only thing that helps is brute force. Okay, very carefully. As soon as electricity flows through the wire, the igniter caps fire, exploding the stick of dynamite. Hopefully that's enough to blast the hatch open. All right, I'll wrap the ends of the two wires around the contacts. The wire is connected to the stick of dynamite in the detonator. Everything's ready for the explosion. always wanted to do this. The detonating device definitely still works. Damn! There's hardly a scratch on it. It's ripped the handle clean off, but most of the energy from the explosion is just dissipated. If the girder fell down, it would hit the hatch, and one beam, more or less, shouldn't affect its stability. At least I hope it doesn't. Hopefully the second stick is as sound as the first one. I hope that works. Another fuse cable. Okay. Very carefully. The dynamite should blast the concrete girder from the ceiling once and for all. I'll wrap the end of the two wires around the contacts again. Then let's try again. This time it has to work. I can't move it, it's too heavy. Sure enough, it's penetrated the hatch. There's some kind of pipe down there. It leads downwards. It would be big enough for me, but I can't see where it leads. And I can't squeeze past the piece of concrete. If I just put the boat under the girder, it'll probably slip out when it inflates. I've got to attach the boat to the girder somehow. There are metal loops on the rubber dinghy. I'll hook the chain onto it. The boat is attached to the chain, which is wrapped around the piece of concrete. That might work. And up it goes. The boat has lifted the girder a little bit. Now there's enough space for me to get past it. As long as the beam stays up there, then I'm happy. The concrete beam has broken off a piece of the wall here, and a few wires are sticking out. I think they're live. I'd better not touch them. An electric shock here could mean death. Damn. Up there's the way out. But there's no ladder here. I'm guessing that the room up there is the one behind the steel door, but I can't get at the grate. Somehow I gotta get up there. Perhaps I could flood this pipe and swim up? No way. The gloves are such poor quality that I'd rather do without. I'll wrap the gloves with insulating tape. It'd be best to bend the electric wires out of the pipe and into the tank room. Oh, get out of here. All right, that's that. I've joined the 2 short hoses into a long one. All right then, I'll put the end in the opening. It's just long enough. All right then, let's flood the pipe. That should be enough. Those are nuts. They're keeping the grate in place. It's working. Keep going, keep going. Just one more. Oh, that's it. Just in time. I almost drowned just now, and I want that to stay as an almost. An old wagon, like what used to be used in mines. It appears to have been built to transport heavy loads. It looks very solid and heavy. This room looks less like a bunker than the other one. More a combination of a bunker and a mine. Perhaps the builder of this bunker used a remote part of an old mine? The rock face gives extra protection, and less earth would have to be moved. There's a crevice, a crack in the stone, about half a yard high. I can't really make out much, but the crevice seems to go up diagonally. Brilliant. I almost killed myself getting through the first door, and the next one's waiting a few feet on. And you wouldn't expect anything else. It ain't doing the slightest thing. Iron chain, quite solid and around 5 yards long. The bunker room's on the other side. Maybe the door can be opened from this side? The bunker room's on the other side. I bet it opens the door to the main room. A pile of stones. Most of the stones must weigh at least 60 or 80 pounds. They look really heavy. They look really... I'll just put the chain around 2 of the bars. If they're ripped out, I'll have enough space to climb into the crevice. Now I need to fasten the other end of the chain somewhere. The wagon's not gonna run away from me. There's no reason to chain it up. One of the wheels is missing. Perhaps that's why it was out of service. This flywheel is about the size of the wagon's wheels, and it's fastened with 4 nuts. Got it. That was the last stick of dynamite. I don't need any more cable at the moment. It would really be a coincidence if that fits, but I guess I need some luck sometimes too. It could really fit. Smaller than the other rails, wagon's not gonna run away from me. They look really heavy. Let's see. It works! That's it. The planks aren't quite as robust as I thought. I'll hook the chain under the coupling. It's directly attached to the frame and should be able to hold plenty. That's it. The bars and the wagon are connected by the chain. Weird. One of the planks is broken. Fortunately, the others are thicker and have lasted. There's a shaft down there. I can't see the floor. I can just see darkness after a few feet. Now I've got a wagon chained to a grate. They look really heavy. Weird. There's a shaft down there. I'll move the planks to the wall over there. Still not much to see. The light only reaches a few feet down. The stones are adding real weight, and I can barely manage to get them into the wagon. The wagon full of stones must weigh a good half a ton. The wagon is right at the edge of the shaft, and it's full of hundredweight stones. I can't move it an inch. I might be able to move it that short distance with a lever. The planks are of various thickness, and some are much more worn than others. Perhaps they're made out of different kinds of wood. I'll take one of the thick, solid ones. I'll leave the rest where it is. All right then. I just need to make sure to get out of the way quick enough as soon as the wagon falls. Okay, the two bars have been ripped clean out of the concrete. Now there's enough room to climb up through the crevice. Let's hope that the crevice leads to freedom. Damn it! I crawl out of the trap and land in the Order's assembly room? Oh, this can't be for real. Fortunately, it looks like there's no one here. There's a fire burning in the dish. That means that someone was here not so long ago. Hopefully they won't be coming back as long as I'm here. Lying in front of the chest. 5 or 6 of them. Does that mean this conspiracy is only made up of a handful of people? No clues. Nothing that might help me. Assembly room? A club room for the local necromancy and black magic society. Okay. As soon as I found Angelina, I'm out of here. Not again. Why do I continuously find myself standing in front of locked doors? Ugh! Oh, hell. That's another way of doing it. All right. Calm down now. Angelina's still missing. Perhaps she's been used as bait in order to lure me here. But why? Where is she now? Perhaps I should talk to Miss Valley again. She knows more than she lets on. The question is, what's with the Order? I mean, who belongs to it? What do they want from me?